The Faroe Islands are a self-governing archipelago within the Kingdom of Denmark, located in the North Atlantic Ocean between Iceland, Norway, and the Shetland Islands of Scotland. Comprising 18 volcanic islands connected by tunnels, bridges, and ferries, the Faroe Islands are renowned for their dramatic landscapes, steep cliffs, green valleys, waterfalls, and picturesque villages. Their capital, Tórshavn, is one of the smallest capitals in Europe and serves as the political, cultural, and economic center of the islands. Although the Faroe Islands belong to the Kingdom of Denmark, they possess extensive autonomy and maintain their own parliament, government, flag, and many independent institutions. The name Faroe Islands originates from the Old Norse word Faroe, which means sheep islands. This name reflects the importance of sheep farming throughout the island's history. Sheep have been essential to the Faroese way of life for centuries, providing wool, meat, and economic support to local communities. Even today, sheep greatly outnumber people, and traditional farming practices remain an important aspect of Faroese culture and identity. Archaeological evidence suggests that monks from Ireland may have visited the islands before the arrival of the Vikings, but the first permanent settlers are believed to have been Norse seafarers who arrived during the 9th century. These Viking settlers established farming communities and brought with them their language, traditions, and legal systems. Over time, the islands became part of the Norwegian kingdom and later came under Danish rule following political unions in Scandinavia. Despite centuries of foreign administration, the Faroese people preserved their language, folklore, and cultural traditions, which continue to flourish today. Throughout history, the Faroe Islands occupied an important strategic position in the North Atlantic. Their location made them valuable for maritime navigation and fishing activities. Fishing became the foundation of the Faroese economy and remains one of its most important industries. The islands developed strong maritime traditions, and generations of Faroese fishermen braved the harsh Atlantic waters to support their communities. In modern times, the fishing industry, aquaculture, and seafood exports continue to play a major role in the island's prosperity. The significance of the Faroe Islands extends beyond their economic importance. The islands represent a remarkable example of cultural preservation and self-governance. In 1948, the Faroe Islands received home rule, granting them control over most domestic affairs while remaining part of the Danish realm. Today, they have their own parliament, known as the Lagting, which is one of the oldest parliamentary institutions in the world. The Faroese language, descended from Old Norse, remains the primary language spoken by the population and is an important symbol of national identity. Nature is perhaps the greatest treasure of the Faroe Islands. Towering sea cliffs, isolated villages, grass-roofed houses, and spectacular waterfalls attract visitors from around the world. Bird life is abundant, including puffins, seabirds, and other species that nest along the cliffs. The islands are also famous for their constantly changing weather, where sunshine, fog, rain, and wind can occur within a single day. This dynamic climate contributes to the island's unique beauty and atmosphere. Hiking, bird-watching, photography, and boat excursions are among the most popular activities for visitors. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Faroe Islands is their infrastructure. Despite the challenging geography, modern engineering projects have connected many islands through underwater tunnels and bridges. These developments have improved transportation and strengthened economic and social ties between communities. Sustainable development and environmental protection are important priorities, ensuring that modernization does not come at the expense of the island's natural beauty and traditional way of life. Faroese culture is deeply rooted in music, storytelling, and traditional customs. Folk dances, chain dances, and ancient ballads have been preserved for centuries. The annual Olavsøka festival, held in Tórshavn, is the most important cultural celebration on the islands and brings together Faroese communities from across the archipelago. Traditional cuisine often includes seafood, lamb, and locally produced foods adapted to the island's environment. For tourists, the Faroe Islands are considered one of the more expensive destinations in Northern Europe. Budget travelers generally spend between $100 and $180 per day, including hostel accommodation, groceries, and public transportation. Mid-range travelers usually spend between $200 and $350 per day, staying in hotels or guest houses, dining in restaurants, and renting cars for sightseeing. Luxury travelers may spend $400 to $800 or more per day, especially if choosing premium accommodations, private tours, and fine dining experiences. Meals in restaurants typically cost between $20 and $50, while car rentals may cost $70 to $150 per day. Guided excursions, boat trips, and birdwatching tours can add another $50 to $200 depending on the activity. Today, the Faroe Islands stand as one of the world's most fascinating and unspoiled destinations. Their significance lies not only in their strategic location and maritime traditions, but also in their remarkable ability to preserve a unique culture while embracing modern development. From Viking settlements and ancient traditions to spectacular landscapes and modern infrastructure, the Faroe Islands offer a rare combination of history, natural beauty, and cultural richness. Their remote location, peaceful atmosphere, and breathtaking scenery continue to attract travelers seeking authentic experiences, and some of the most dramatic landscapes in the North Atlantic. Subscribe to the channel and like the video.